Welcome back, Daily Fab Gamers. I'm Lupinefiasco, and today I'm going to give you a channel update. I've been rethinking my posting schedule since playing in Singapore, and I want to give you all a heads up on what to expect. In the meantime, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's the best free way to support me and to make sure that you see every upload from Daily Fab Gameplay. Want to tighten and optimize your gameplay in real life? Use my affiliate link in the video description below to buy your very own Codex journal, and be sure to use code LUPINE10, that's LUPINE10, at checkout to receive 10% off your order. Finally, Daily Fab Gameplay is brought to you in part by Hemel from the Bazaar. It's never been more affordable to play in the flesh and blood. Players have been buying the cards they need from Hemel for years. I started buying from him in 2023 and have never found a better deal. The Bazaar's prices are the lowest for singles, full sets, and class sets, including new releases. High Seas singles and more are available now and ship both internationally and domestically. Message Hemel on Blue Sky, Discord, email, or Twitter to see what he can do for you. Let's get down to it. If you've been watching my tournament recaps since, I don't know, whatever came after LA last year, you know that I haven't been very satisfied with my performance. And part of that is me setting the bar from wherever my most recent achievement was, which is not a healthy thing to do, right? If I cash calling Los Angeles, I shouldn't say that any time I don't cash from then on is a failure. But as a competitive player, I start to look for certain milestones. I should be approaching every tournament I play in as an opportunity to learn and improve, really treat it like prep for the next event. But at a certain point, you look back at where you were and compare it to where you are. And if you go from cashing callings to scrubbing out of Pro Tour day ones, making your calling day twos, and then losing 4 games out of 5, you start to think, well, maybe the problem is me. And I've been doing that. Pro Tour and calling Singapore marked a shift in mindset for me where I'm really trying to refocus on treating every game as preparation for the next one. With some success, there was one particular gravy game that I lost in the calling that taught me lessons that I then applied to a gravy game later in the calling that I won. But trying to take the pressure off of cashing, getting the results, and instead playing just to make sure that the preparation I put into the event paid off. And I think in a large part it did. I went ELO negative for the weekend, but cash positive, which marks a big shift from my last 5 callings. I think this was the 7th calling that I've hit day 2 of, and the last 4 of them resulted in no cash. This one did cash, so kind of the best of both worlds. But the point of telling you all this is that the preparation I put into my Pro Tour and calling was a big part of that jump in performance, and is something that I'd like to roll forward with. And what I mean by that is I was playing good quality games offline against the matchups that I anticipated running into, really just focused on getting my play patterns, my skill in individual matchups up to snuff, and it paid off. And I want to keep doing that, and I want to use Daily Fab Gameplay for its original purpose, which is reviewing those high quality games. I think a lot of channel regulars, if I'm basing this on nothing but my recent view count, can tell that recent games haven't been at the level of quality they once were. And when I started the channel, I had no team, I had no group to practice with besides my locals at armories, so Talishar really was the only thing I had to rely on. And I don't know if I changed or Talishar changed, but for the purpose of practicing for events, it used to be a lot better. So in those early days of Daily Fi gameplay, I was playing what I would consider to be high quality games that would mirror or come close to what I would run into at a calling. And since then, I found a team. I'm on Team Metal Fab Tokens. Talishar has really blown up in popularity, but as a result, I think a lot of the games I've played are anywhere in quality, from Pro Tour player to brand new player taking something for a spin. And I've tried to keep up with the daily Fab gameplay posts, but because I'm on a team, I don't want to give away team secrets, and I don't want to post games against my teammates because I don't want to give away team secrets. I don't want to out what other players that I know are trying to do, which means that I've been taking it to Talishar randoms a lot, and as I've said, the quality in Talishar randoms, whether it's me or them, just doesn't make for compelling gameplay. And some of you have really enjoyed what I've posted recently, but I think a lot of players have recognized that what I've been posting is not super helpful, and at least for my own preparation, I've noticed it too. All of the Syndra games that I posted in the last 2 weeks were using decks that I was not going to play against opponents who did not match the quality of players that I would run into at the calling. So really, I was just doing the videos for YouTube, not for myself, and based on that view count, not for anyone else either. So if I'm making these videos and they aren't helping me and they aren't helping you, then why am I going to keep making them? So when I say I'm rethinking my posting schedule, I've been trying to do 3 or 4 daily Fab gameplay reviews a week and maybe a 4th video about Slippy Tech. And I want to rethink that. I want to reorganize my posting schedule so that I'm posting maybe 1 or 2 gameplay reviews a week, but they're going to be quality. They're going to be the decks that I'm using. Again, not giving away team secrets, but taking us back to the Aurora days when I would show you the deck that I'm actually going to bring to a call-in. They're going to be against real players who I know and who I trust to give me those good laps. These are players that I've checked in with, that know that these games are going up on YouTube and don't mind their deck lists being shared, don't mind talking through the games with me, giving me their perspective. And we're going to return to quality over quantity. I'm not going to push out the gameplay reviews just to keep that view count high and that post count consistent, but I want to give you the games that I'm learning from. If I'm posting a game on YouTube, it's because it genuinely taught me something that I will take with me into a calling or a pro tour, and I want to pass those lessons on to you too. What hero am I going to be playing? At least in preparation for calling Kansas City, it's going to be Arachne Slip Through the Cracks. So I apologize if that isn't your cup of tea. I know the view count was much higher when I was playing Gravy, but Gravy just isn't where I want to be personally as a player. I'm an aggro player. I've really resisted the idea that I should be playing the best aggro deck in the field for a long time. I don't know why, but I am going to start playing what I think is the best aggro deck in the field, and for right now, at least for my play style, who kind of doesn't really want to learn Acilio, it is going to be Slippy for me. I'll be playing that. Again, real players who can really teach me something. But that isn't the only thing I want to do. I like posting the content. I like engaging with all of you, so I don't want to scale back from 4 videos a week to 1 video a week. I want to be posting other kinds of content, which I've given you some examples of over the last few weeks. I've tried my hand at commentating, casting previously streamed games. I enjoyed that. I don't know if you did, let me know. I've posted some analytical content looking at various nationals winning Arachne Slip Through the Cracks deck lists, which I really enjoyed, was really helpful for me as a player. Thomas Scoffier told us that he learned from that video and that it helped him get a Pro Tour top 4. So it's the sort of content that I want to be putting out into the world. Content that helps me personally and can help other people as well. Later this week, I'll be posting a video giving my thoughts on the recent announcement that ProQuest Yokohama will not allow players who have won their ProQuest to play in future ProQuest. I have thoughts on that, and I want to do more to discuss current happenings in the world of competitive Flesh and Blood. On my banned and restricted announcement reaction videos, both the serious, and the rant videos are things that you've responded well to and that I've really enjoyed making. So I want this to be more of a collaborative experience where I'm posting the content that you want to see, that I like to make. So let me know in the comments what sort of content you want to see from me. If it isn't a gameplay review, that sort of content is going to be coming on my schedule in a way that helps me, and that'll, as a consequence, help you too. But do you like the casting? Do you like the analytical? Do you want more of the rant style videos in a way that doesn't kill the joke? Are there other sorts of videos that you see other content creators making that you want to see my take on? Now, I notoriously do not watch a lot of flesh and blood content, so all of my ideas are coming from in here, but that means that I don't get the benefit of borrowing what works for other creators. I want to return the channel to its roots of being something that ultimately is for my benefit, but consequently benefits all of you as well. I said that the recent gameplay reviews I posted don't help anyone. I think that largely is the case. They certainly aren't helping me. And by getting back to the roots, I think that I can increase my own performance in tournaments, up my own enjoyment of the game, and I want to take you all on that journey with me. So if you've watched this far, thank you for sitting through this update. I try not to get introspective all that often on our competitive flesh and blood channel. Me talking about the trials and tribulations of being a content creator isn't really helping anyone spike their armory event, but I like to be honest with all of you, and I think you all enjoy me being honest as well. That's just how I'm feeling and thinking. My preparation for Singapore was really good, at least the prep that I did offline, and I want to take more of that online to share with all of you. And when I'm not doing that, I want to post the sort of content that you want to see. So let me know in the comments what that sort of content is. I'll be back later this week to give my thoughts on the ProQuest Yokohama change. And until the next time I see you on Daily Fab Gameplay, take care.